Alright, well, hopefully my mic works. Check, check, check. I think that's right. Okay, hold on. Every time you unplug the piece of shit, it has to be like, oh, yeah, reprogram it. I gotta move over because this stupid ass image, I made it big as shit for whatever reason. But, we're here to talk about the 2 or 3 NBA games. I don't know how good the Suns Trailblazers game ended up. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch any basketball this evening. Yeah, I didn't watch like any basketball this evening. I've been watching Stranger Things season 4. I'm like a little bit into the 4th episode, so we're gonna get that going. I kind of debated with myself announcement if I wanted to remake like a whole season review, but we're not gonna do that. My hair looks like shit. I know I'm gonna get a haircut at some point this weekend, but Jesus, yeah, that looks rough. Let's talk about the games we can right now, because there's still a game going on. Because you know what? The NBA is fucking stupid and wants to, like, look at this shit. There's still a game going on right now. It's 12:35. Come on, guys, chop chop. Like, the NFL has their games done by 10. You guys can't do the same? Like, I don't fucking know. Anyways, we're going to talk about the Nuggets and the Pistons, 2 big-time contenders. Now, I knew the Pistons were going to win this game. They're just fantastic this year, 37-12. Holy shit, man. Cade Cunningham scores 29 points, leads the Pistons to a 3-point win over the Nuggets, and I'm just now finding out. It took me like 4 or 5 days to figure out that Jokic is back. That's crazy. I didn't even realize that, but they take him down. This is probably like the 2nd or 3rd game he's been back, but obviously the all-star Cade Cunningham, I would hope he's a starter. I don't know if he is, though, but great scoring and passing. He's obviously that dual-threat offensive player, and they win, so there you go. We might be talking about 2 games, we might be talking about 3, and then after that, we will be discussing the All-Star participants. So yeah, we'll watch these highlights in a second, but obviously, you know, Jamal Murray, they're kind of getting Jokic back into the swing of things, so Jamal Murray's really the guy that's going to make it tough to beat this team anytime, and obviously Peyton Watson's been doing it on both sides of the floor ever since Jokic has been out. Now that he's back, he's continued to do it, so you love to see that. Shout to Javonte Green, though. They got a really good bench. This Pistons team, let me tell you. I'm going to try to turn this down, but yeah, I got to get the fucking bed here soon. The Pistons are making it a close game, so it sounds like we're going to talk about that game as well, but I'm going to cover these first 2 games and then get into that and kind of just do a live little thing. Yeah, end the 4th. That's fine. We'll cover it in a second. I'll probably refresh the page or whatever when we're done talking about these 2 games. I literally have to wake up at 8:30 tomorrow to go to a fucking lab, and the NBA is making me stay up until fucking 12:30. I was originally planning on doing this live stream at midnight, but nope, fuck it. Let's just make the last game start at 10 o'clock, even though the first game started at 7, so why don't you just make this game? I don't know. That's a tough shot, Tobias. Alrighty. We're going to talk about another toilet bowl as well tonight, so isn't that exciting? Cade and fucking won. Proven he should be an all-star, man. Look at that. But yeah, so Stranger Things Tale of 85 is coming out in April, so is Euphoria, so that should be a pretty busy month for TV shows. I'll be covering both of those because I've covered the entirety of Euphoria. And obviously it's taken them like 4 years to come out this season, but I'm still going to cover that. Obviously we're watching Stranger Things right now, so I'm definitely going to be in the spirit for some more lore, which is really exciting. I don't know if they plan on expanding the title and doing like spin-offs. I'm sure they are. This is just an animated series that's kind of filling the gaps between 2 and 3, and I didn't really want to wait to review that. I kind of wanted to get this series rewatched so we can kind of close the book on what we have right now. I know I didn't really watch the game. I'm kind of just giving you guys updates as we're going through the games. But again, after the Stranger Things stuff, well, obviously J. Cole's dropping an album on Friday. We're going to be doing a video of that. Also, I'll talk more in the next video, but Nikola Jokic, in a loss, put up 24 and 15, and yeah, he turned the ball over a lot, but he's back, and they really want to give him the ball. They missed out on him, and he's definitely not the greatest interior guy in a game like this, but he shot 60% from 3 and was a hell of a defender. 32 out of Jamal Murray, again, not the greatest interior guy, but 50% from 3. He was passing the ball, playing really good defense. You get 17 out of Peyton Watson. Not the greatest shooting, but that guy can fucking defend. He can play well on both sides of the floor, and he kind of makes up for it. You know, he can rip you on the perimeter, get in passing lanes, play at the rim again. I've said it many times. He's one of the best blocking. He's one of the best at the rim guards up there with guys like Derek White. But 11 and 11 off the bench for Jonas Valanciunas. You'll love to see it. Made all of his shots. He was a really good at the rim defender. You get 10 points for Bruce Brown. He shot 60%. Was a solid three-point shooter. He's a great defender. You get 15 out of Julian Strawther. Certainly struggled from three, but shot 67% overall and was hustling on the glass. Now, I'm not sure what they planned on doing with Jalen Pickett this game, but it obviously didn't work out. And again, we talked about Valanciunas, we talked about Bruce Brown and Julian Strawther, and hell, even Tim Hardaway got some good minutes this game. But what about Zeke Naji? They threw him out there for a little bit, and then he came out. I don't really know. I think Zeke Naji deserves more rotation here because Jalen Pickett. I don't know if I said Julian or not. Sorry, I'm getting fucking tired, and I'm kind of wanting to get this fucking video over with. But yeah, we'll talk about the other game here in a second. You look at the Pistons. Pistons played great. I mean, you get an 11-point game for Tobias Harris. He shot 50% from three. Was rebounding the ball. You get 20 out of Duncan Robinson. He shot 67% from three. You get 19 and 13 out of a first-time All-Star Jalen Duren, who shot 60%. You get 29 and 10 for Cade. Certainly a lot of turnovers, but that's the guy they put the ball in his hands most of the time, and he was a solid three-point shooter. And you get 10 points for All-Star Thompson. Hell of a hustle guy. You know, he grabs rebounds. He gets on the loose ball. Deflections, you name it. 11 points off the bench as well for Isaiah Stewart. He's a great rebounder, is a big off the bench. So that's kind of my thing. Shout out to the Pistons for getting the victory there. And then we're going to talk about the Jazz and the Pacers. I know you guys don't want me to talk about it. Maybe the Jazz aren't a lottery team. I don't know. Like, they've kind of been teetering on it all year. But they beat a lottery team here. It's kind of a mid-off. Isaiah Collier, obviously the talk of the town with his career-high 22 assists. That's what a lot of people are talking about. The Jazz beat the Pacers by 9. They only had 7 players in their rotation, which is insane. Isaiah Collier, one of the best games of his career, especially in terms of moving the ball. Most in the NBA this season, the most by a Utah Jazz player since John Stockton in 1992. I mean, damn, can we see? Sorry, my roommates. Could we potentially see the next John Stockton for this Jazz team? I don't know. 7 healthy players, though, is fucking insane. We'll watch the highlights to see how it plays out in a second. But yeah, man, Isaiah Collier, I've been discussing it. He's been a very, very underrated facilitator of the basketball this year, and he's really showed it this game. Obviously, Ben Shepherd will make it tough on you. At least they had Lauri Markkanen, who is playing really well, getting to the rim. I don't even know who the fuck Ethan Thompson is. Like, what the fuck even is that? But, whatever. We'll kind of get in some highlights. I can talk about some more stuff with the channel. I'm going to be working on my senior design project this Saturday. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get content out. I might take my mom's hotspot in the car and fucking edit the whole way there and back. Because I do want to try to stream that night, but I don't know if it's going to necessarily happen. I have a lot of shit I have to do. We'll just have to see, man. We'll just see where the day takes me. And I still have to work on some stuff for school, like outside of it. So a very busy day incoming on Saturday because we met with like this mentor today, and it seems like we're not in a very good spot for our project as of now, but I don't know what the fuck ever. Marketing. Okay, I see the Pacers are still using their old school court, which is really cool. Some of the better jerseys they've had in their franchise history. Neesmith, dude, this team just needs to get a lottery pick to support Tyrese coming back. And I don't know what the Jazz should do. I definitely think they should tank. I don't know if they're going to get a lottery pick, but I think they should tank. That's what you're asking. There's a lot of teams that should tank that don't in this league. Try not to laugh. Bong edition. Shout out to Los. An old friend of mine liked a random Instagram post of mine and followed me, so that was cool. Or I should say a brother of a friend. 55. Is that who is that? Is that Obi? No, that's Ethan Thompson. Kind of looked like Chris Duarte or like Obi Toppin with a fro. And I saw that guy on the bench a couple of times. I was kind of wondering. Whatever. Here we go. Jazz Great game. I mean, 27 for Lowry Markkinen for the rotation they had. I mean, obviously all these guys played great. 16 and 16. That's why they won the game. 16 and 16 for Kyle Filipowski. He shot 50%. It's really cool to see everyone get 20 plus minutes. That's really fun. Kyle Filipowski, great passer, great defender as well in this game. 14 out of Cody Williams. He shot 75%. And it's hard for all these guys to play this many minutes and be just so efficient. Like 75% shooting. The guy was grabbing rebounds. The guy was playing defense. You get 17 on Isaiah Collier, 22 assists. He was also hustling on the glass and playing defense. I mean, these guys were doing it all. 19 for Ace Bailey off of 70-50 shooting splits, and he was an incredible, oh my God, my computer's making that noise. Incredible three-level defender. You know, getting in passing lanes, ripping the ball, going after the loose balls, playing at the rim. You get 20 off the bench for Bryce Sensabaugh, hell of a facilitator. You get 18 for Shvee McCallick off of 67% three-point shooting. I mean, that's great. And it's obviously sad to see the Pacers lose to a team that had less healthy people. But I guess they're in somewhat of a spot. 24 for Jarris Walker. Definitely wasn't shooting the ball the greatest. And holy shit, 8 turnovers is bad. But at least the guy was on the glass. You get 12 for Jay Huff. I'd say he played pretty good. He shot 50% from 3. He's also on the glass. 12 points for Cam Jones. Definitely struggled inside, but he was doing everything else. You know, he shot 50% from 3. He was able to get on the glass. He was able to pass the ball around. I can't complain about him too much. 14 for Johnny Furphy. Definitely struggled from the three-point land. He's more of an interior guy anyway, I think, and he's a great rebounder and passer. Do you guys remember Johnny Furphy dunked on somebody? I can't remember, but 11 off the bench, 11 and 10. Isaiah Jackson, great game off the bench, 67% shooting. A good game for Ethan Thompson as well. He put up 11. He shot 50%. You get a 24-point game. Great game for Quentin Jackson, shooting 90, 67 splits. Are you kidding me? Hell of a defensive guy as well for this team. I just don't know what we're doing giving Ben Shepherd all these minutes. I mean, he's not very much a redeemable player. You know, he's shown flashes like last season, but not a lot going on in his minutes of play. You have all 3 of the guys that I talk about getting off the bench that we talked about, Ethan Thompson, Quentin Jackson, and Isaiah Jackson. I don't think they're brothers. Give those guys some fucking minutes. I mean, damn, you see Ben Shepherd struggling, make a damn adjustment, Carlisle. Unless you're not trying to win, which is fine, I guess, but I don't know. We're going to move on here. Let's talk about Phoenix and the Trailblazers, which just ended, obviously. You know, the Suns get the win. I mean, it's a tough Trailblazers team to beat, though. They're a solid home team playing a solid away team. So this was definitely a really good game. Shaedon Sharpe making it tough. But obviously, like, Colin Gillespie was all over the court this game. He was facilitating. He was playing defense, offense, all around. I mean, Gillespie scoring on all 3 levels of the floor. And, like, him and Grayson Allen, they kind of look similar. So it's kind of funny. They're like the fucking white mambas for this team. Grayson Allen faking out defenders, so much crafty offense between those 2 guards. I think we can just get into the box score, though, and then kind of talk about the all-star stuff, because I got to get to bed here soon, boys. I'd say the Suns, yeah, good game. I mean, 11 points out of Royce O'Neal. He was grabbing boards. He was playing defense. You get 11 for Dillon Brooks. You get 24 and 11 for Mark Williams. You get 24 for Grayson Allen. 30 and 10 for Colin Gillespie. I mean, this guy's been incredible this year. He's a hell of a defensive guy. Damn, I mean, where can you go wrong here? 16 and 10 off the bench for Jordan Goodwin. I mean, are you shitting me? 67-50 splits. And the guy is an absolute beast on the perimeter. We saw it in LA. You know, he was able to guard the best of them. He was able to steal the ball, you know, deflect passes and hustle his way there. So that's cool. The Trailblazers played good, man. I will say they played really good. 23 for Jeremy Grant. I think he played pretty good. 13 and 11 for Toumani Kamari. Definitely not the greatest interior guy, but a solid 3-point shooter, a really good defender. He's shown that in the last, or ever since he got in the league, really. 14 and 15 for Donovan Clingan. Very efficient. 75% from 3. As always, he's a great at the rim defender. You get 15 out of Drew Holiday. Certainly not the greatest 3-point shooter in this game, but he shot 50%. He was passing the ball around, and yeah, he turns the ball over a lot, but he's your primary ball handler on a team like this, and he's a great on-ball defender as well. 19 for Shaedon Sharpe. Definitely didn't shoot the ball as well, but whatever. 14 for Robin Williams, 6 for 7, made a 3, grabbed some boards, played really good at the rim defense, can't complain. 10 out of Blake Wesley, he shot 50%, I can't complain. 12 for City Sissoko, who they've been trying out on the bench, I can't complain. He's a solid three-point shooter, he can rebound, he can pass. I guess Vic Krejci, kind of getting integrated into the system is going to take him time to adjust. You could blame stuff like that. I mean, he's a great defender for what he does on offense too, but okay. Let me look up the NBA All-Star participants, and we can talk about this for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to bed. So they have the roster. Okay. This is just, okay, so they have a bunch of stuff for All-Star 26. So they have Stars and Stripes. They have like a Team USA versus the World thing going on, which is obviously appropriate because Euro ball and all that stuff has just gotten more and more prevalent over the years. Scotty Barnes, I don't know if he necessarily deserves an All-Star, but based on the landscape of the league, I mean, he's good at everything he does. I mean, these guys are efficient, but like, I don't know. Devin Booker, he's quietly having a really good year, so I guess it's fine. Cade Cunningham is great. He is absolutely an essential on this All-Star list. I was kind of surprised to see Jalen Duren on this list, but I mean, averaging 18 and 11 is incredible and no easy feat. Anthony Edwards, pretty much every year of his career, unless he has like a big regression or something, he is going to be guaranteed an All-Star spot always. He's great. He doesn't really pass the ball, but he's very much a scorer. He can even grab boards for you. And again, I talked in the last stream, like Chet Holmgren, kind of like this whole discussion we had. The guy can rebound and score with the best of them, and he can even play at the rim. So I'm not completely mad at it. Like, obviously, are there other players? Maybe. Like, if we can look it up here. Kawhi Leonard. Well, whoa. Wait a minute. Şengün's not an All-Star? What? The fuck? Are you serious? Okay. Guys. Hold on. Hold the fuck up. Wait. Whoa. They're both in the West, so I mean, this is... Don't tell me he's played more games than Chet. He's played like 3 less. Bro. Okay, that's my first issue. Oh, wait. Whoa. Wait, what? Oh, well, he's on the world roster anyway, I guess. Which is appropriately coached by Darko Rajakovic. Mitch Johnson, Pacers or Spurs coach. That's perfect. JB Bickerstaff. Okay. Wow. Okay, I guess it is based on the U.S. So, did they name Kawhi to a team? They did. So I don't really know. Maybe the Clippers? I don't know. Okay, fine. You know what? Fair enough. Jalen Johnson absolutely deserves this spot. I have been advocating for him all year. He does fucking everything on the floor. He's one of the most versatile of this entire list of players. Tyrese Maxey, similar to a guy like Cade and Anthony Edwards, you need him on this all-star list. Yeah, shout out to JB Bickerstaff. Jaylen Brown, he gets a start. Do I necessarily think he deserves it? Not all the time. There's definitely some games where I'm like, okay, but that's great to see him a starter. Jalen Brunson, always, he is a absolute essential. And then you get a lot of veterans. This is a lot of veterans on this team. Steph, KD, LeBron, Kawhi. These are guys over the last 15 plus years that have been absolutely revolutionizing the game of basketball. And whether you want to agree to disagree or whatever, I know Steph Curry is really a purely offensive guy. KD can grab rebounds, of course. Kawhi can too. If you want to argue those guys are like kind of cherry picked as legacy picks, maybe, but Steph Curry is like a lone star on this team with Jimmy Butler not being there. LeBron 100% deserves to be there. I don't care how inconsistent he's been in certain games. He deserves to be here. The guy's averaging 22, 7, and 6. Like, that's not an all-star. Even in today's league, that is an all-star. Donovan Mitchell, again, another player that is kind of essential to make an all-star team. And I do kind of like Norman Powell getting some love here, but it's not like, yeah, Alperen Sengun should be an all-star, but I do. Let me look here. Karl Anthony Towns. Okay, that's an interesting take. Bro, why is everyone surprised that LeBron made it? Yeah, Sengun, of course. But, you know. Norman Powell's fair. He's a fantastic scorer, and I think that's enough, of course. Mitch Johnson. So we look at the world team. Giannis deserved it, despite his team underperforming noticeably this season. It's fine. Like, the guy still does everything, and he's underrated at a lot of things. Danny Avdia, another guy like him and Jalen Johnson. I'm so happy those guys, two guys, made the All-Star team because Danny Avdia, I mean, man, I've loved his play all year. Yo, Pistons swept the Nuggets this year. Oh, what's going on, Troy? I didn't see you. Sorry, I was. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. That is cool, though. That's something you never would have thought to see. I need to start pulling up my phone. I never expect anyone to click on these. Luka Doncic absolutely deserves it. I don't care any of the social media kind of gimmicks or agendas people try to push. Luka is probably top 3 to 5 player in the league right now. Shea, absolutely, coming off the MVP and being one of the best scorers in the league on a very good Thunder team despite some of the games they've dropped. Nikola Jokic definitely has missed some time, but like when he plays, the guy is one of the greatest individual talents the league has ever seen. Ever. Right? So there you go. Jamal Murray is fine. And I like that this is his first All-Star, and I'm actually kind of surprised that it's his first All-Star. Alperen Sengun should be in over Pascal Siakam. I think that's the guy on the world team. No. Wait. Hold on. I don't like box score watching or looking at stats, but I've seen enough. Like, and the guy's shooting 50%. Like, I'm taking him over Cat. 1,000%. Cat should not be on this team. I actually kind of like Pascal Siakam because like he's having to carry the weight of his team and he's doing it somewhat well. Cat though, I think he should be here over Cat. I like Wemby. I like the Wemby selection. Wemby's been great. I mean, obviously he missed some time, but he's been great. And that Spurs team has been phenomenal. Shout out to Darko. He's going to be their coach. But yeah, all-star team roster set. Uniform, celebrity game roster. We could look at the celebrity game roster. That would be fun. Okay. So this is taking place, by the way, I'm not like trying to advertise it for the NBA, but it's taking place next weekend, which is really exciting. That'll be fun. Kia Forum. Where's Kia Forum? Is that in LA? Inglewood. Yep. Okay, so you could literally show the full rosters. Giannis is a coach in the celebrity game. That's fun. All three of the Antetokounmpo brothers, even though Thanasis is a bitch. Fuck you. I'm just kidding. Mookie Betts. That's fun. Chris Brickley, lethal shooter. I don't know who Anthony Anderson is, but lethal shooter and Chris Brickley are NBA like basketball coaches, so that's fun. Okay. Jenna Bandy. She's with like overtime a lot of the time. Shams. That's funny. Taco Fall. Yo, wait, Taco Fall. That's sick. That's kind of offensive to him, though. I've heard of Rome Flynn, Key and Peele, the guy from Key and Peele. Jeremy Lin, that's really fun. I don't know who. Rick Schnall, Dylan Wang. Shout out to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to be in there. Little Lions. I don't know who Kafu is. Shout out to Glorilla. She's in there as well. Oh, Adrian Nunes. Really? Is this who I'm thinking of? Really? He's in the game. Awesome. That's fun. I think he's in, he got famous on TikTok after being like a Michigan basketball player. And then, he met with Tiana Robillard or something like that, and he has a music career going. So that's cool to see him on here. I really like that. I don't know about you. Cody Jones, Andre DeGrassi, Matt Ishbia, Samuel Liu. Fuck, that scared the fuck out of me. Samuel Liu, I believe, is a gymnast. Mustard, DJ Mustard, Taylor Frankie Paul. White Chocolate's in here. That's fun. Keenan Allen, an NFL player. I don't know who Nicholas Van Steinberg is, but okay. So we can look at the Rising Stars too. Let's look at that. These should be pretty obvious who's going to make these. Yeah, Cooper Flag is literally in the running to win Rookie of the Year. Why wouldn't he be here? So that makes sense. Reed Shepherd, I like the selection. I don't know if he 100% deserves it, but he's a really good role player for a really good team. Stephon Castle, he's been great this year. Very versatile player. I like him. Dylan Harper, another good role player, and pretty much a very similar situation that Reed Shepherd's in. Good player role player on a good team. And I did forget actually to preview the games tomorrow, so let's go ahead and do that. How long have we been on stream? Okay, cool. Celtics, and speaking of the Rockets, Celtics are playing the Rockets. That's going to be a tough game tomorrow. I don't know who's going to win that. And similarly, Denver, New York, I might have to turn on some of these games. These look great. In a close game, I got Minnesota taking Toronto. Minnesota's looked pretty good recently. Milwaukee, a team that should probably start tanking or maybe start winning. I don't know. They're playing a lottery team in New Orleans. Again, one of the more tough lottery teams. But I don't really know, dude. I guess, they're going to win this game, I think. But I don't know. Should they try to make a run? I guess it's worth, keeping Giannis around. Obviously, Giannis is, somewhat hinted that he's probably not going to be around the organization much further. OKC should be able to beat San Antonio. It will be a close game, though, I would say. Memphis, Sacramento, kind of the same situation with the Bucks. It's literally the exact same situation. Grizzlies, we'll get into the trades tomorrow. Tomorrow night will be trade deadline talk, all right? Let's just save it for that. We can talk about All-Star tonight. This is a very busy time of the year for the NBA, so, give me that spot, pussy. Sorry. But, yeah, Memphis, they traded away Jaren Jackson, and now they're thinking, should we win to try to motivate John Morant to be around? Because, obviously, they're a lot more different. They have really good young pieces. I don't know what the fuck. What happened to Zach Edey, by the way? Did he just get phased out of the league? What happened? He's currently sidelined. Okay. I was about to say, did they just, say, fuck him? What the fuck? Why? But yeah, do they try to want to keep him around? Again, they have Vince Williams, they have Gigi Jackson, they have really good young players, Cam Spencer, but do they really try to keep Ja around, or do they tank and just try to blow it up? It seems like they're already trying to do that. Jaren Jackson seems to be one of the only reasons Ja stays, so they'll still win this game, but a lot for not. Cleveland should be able to take down the Clippers, so that kind of ends that. Let's get back to the Rising Stars. I'm bouncing around here. Jeremiah Fears, I'm kind of skeptical about Jeremiah Fears, and I've always kind of had somewhat of a hate agenda against them. I know that sounds weird. People were debating with me back when him and Terrence Shannon, who's the better Big Ten player, because who's the best player right now or at that moment, because Jeremiah Fears had a lot of debates about this. He went to Illinois. We're talking about tournament play and stuff. So I always have something against Fears, and there's obviously this whole agenda to where he likes to fight with people and shit. whatever. I guess he's fine. Colin Murray Boyles, I'm really not sure why he's here. It's fine. There's really no snubs. Donovan Clingan made it. He's great. He's a great traditional big man. In just his second year, he's already kind of settled as that traditional big man. So Carmelo Anthony coaching that team, that's fun. Constantinople, great. Khalil Ware's been really good, like both in the starting lineup and the bench. He's been a little shaky. He had a little bit more potential, and he isn't quite realizing that potential, but it's fine. I don't really care for Trey Johnson, if I'm going to be honest with you, but that's fine. Alex Sarr's great. I really like this. I really like his inclusion. He's been a fun player to watch this year. Damn near an even better sophomore season than he had a rookie season. That's incredibly rare. Ajay Mitchell definitely has kind of simmered down from his start to the year, but 14 points off the bench is like a second-year guy? That's amazing. Jalen Tyson, Cam Spencer, somewhat deserving of being here. Very versatile player, and yeah, T-Max voting that. And the fact we have 3 teams of 7 players really just shows you how, I think there might be 4 teams. There are 4 teams. Okay, it's a G League squad. Wait, I gotta go look at some of these names. What the fuck? Holy shit, okay. Wow, that's sick. We'll get to that in a second. I did not know there was a G League team. What the fuck? Shit, bro. VJ Edgecombe 100% deserves it. The guy's elite. He's an elite rookie. Guys like him and like looking at Derek Queen they're some of the best rookies in the league. Montes Buzelis, is he still a rising star? I guess so. Was he a rookie last year, the year before? I don't really know, but he's been a solid piece for a meh Bulls team this year. Keyshawn George, he's been all right. A lot of those Wizards guys, I mean, you're going to see a lot of Wizards players here. It's a very young roster. Igor Demon's a fun addition. I don't know if he 100% deserves it, but it's fine. Cedric Coward, a pretty elite rookie, one of the better rookies. And then looking at his teammate Jalen Wells, obviously Jalen Wells was one of the more elite rookies in his class, and he's definitely dipped in his sophomore season, and that can kind of be a reason why the Grizzlies aren't playing as good. Maybe they underdeveloped him or something like that. I don't know, but shout out to Vince Carter. He'll be coaching that team. I did not know Ron Harper Jr. is on the Celtics G League team. That is fun. We're called the Maine something. I don't know who Sean East is. I don't know who a lot of these guys are. David Jones Garcia. I don't know who Yannick. I might have heard of Yannick, though. Yannick, Conan, Niederhauser, Tristan Newton, I might have remembered from, college or something. Did he go to UConn? I think he went to UConn, right? Wasn't he on the... Wait, he didn't go to college? Oh, yeah. He went to the G League. Right. That makes sense. Elijah Martin, he went to Florida. Right? I'm not tripping when I say that, right? He went to Florida. Florida Atlantic, sorry, FAU. That's how I know him. No, he went to the Gators first and then went to Florida Atlantic. Obviously, Jan Hansen, that's going to be a fun one. He's probably really good in the G League. He got some burn in the NBA, and Austin Rivers is coaching this, so that's fun. What are some other things? Schedule. Got the All-Star Celebrity Game, the Rising Stars, the HBCU Classic, Hampton versus North Carolina A&T. All right. What's this about? Should we view the rosters? Nah, it's fine. We don't need to go through that one. NBA All-Star Saturday, of course. The Media Day. Should we click on this? NBA All-Star Saturday participants. Who's participating in this? Slam dunk contest will have Carter Bryant, Jackson Hayes, and Jalen Duren. That might not be bad. Okay. So the skills challenge and 3-point aren't announced yet, so we can just go through the dunk contest. But yeah, Jackson Hayes is a pretty good dunker. Jalen Duren will be fun. I don't think he's going to be able to compete. Carter Bryant is definitely bouncy. Where did Carter Bryant go to college, actually? We can wrap it up after this. It's fine. Did he just go to... Wait, what? Oh, Arizona. I don't remember him going to Arizona. Okay. Was he a one and done? He's a 14th pick in the draft? What the fuck am I missing out on? Anyways, that should do it. Shout out to Troy for popping out. I know